Algebra 2 skills number 15, multiplying polynomials. So when we multiply polynomials, we want to multiply those coefficients and add the exponents. So let's look at some examples. Here we have a monomial that's going to be distributed within this binomial. So again, our rules are to multiply. 5 times 2 is 10. That's your coefficients. Add your exponents. 4 plus 2 is 6. 5 times negative 9 is negative 45. 4 plus 1 is 5. So again, multiply your coefficients and add your exponents. We also have here a binomial times a binomial. So here we distribute the 6x and distribute the negative 2. For this very common binomial times binomial, some people like to use the acronym FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. So let's see what happens here. First would be the first part of distributing the 6x. 6x times 3x is 18x squared. Again, 6 times 3 is 18. And here's x to first and x to first. 1 plus 1 is 2. O is outside. That would be 6x times 5. Outside would be the two farthest from the center. 6x times 5 is 30x because 6 times 5 is 30. And you have just the 1x. After you're done distributing the 6x, you begin to distribute the negative 2. So as you do that, negative 2 times 3x, some people call that inside or I of the word FOIL because it's closest to the middle of those two terms. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6, and you have the 1x. And then we finish distributing the negative 2. Some people call it last, L for last, because it's the last two terms in each binomial. Negative 2 times 5 is negative 10. This is actually going to be a trinomial. It looks like a 4-term polynomial, but these two middle terms are like terms. Be careful here. You retain the 18x squared, you retain the negative 10, but these two middle terms will add to 24x. Now you do not add exponents, remember, if I'm adding or subtracting, so that should not be squared. Here we're going to multiply 3 polynomials together, and I put this one in red because I like to hold off on that first one and just multiply the last two. So this is the same as before. F for first, x times x is x squared. The first terms in each parenthesis. X times negative 3 is negative 3x. That's the outside, farthest from the middle. 4 times x is 4x. That's the inside, closest to the middle. And 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Okay, combine like terms. Negative 3x plus 4x is positive 1x. Now here you got to do a binomial times a trinomial. So the word FOIL is not going to work here. There's not enough letters. You got to multiply 6 times. So let's do that. X times x squared is x cubed. X times x is x squared. X times negative 12 is negative 12x. You're just distributing here. Distribute the x to each one. Negative 9 times x squared is negative 9x squared. Negative 9 times x is negative 9x. And negative 9 times negative 12 is positive 108. Okay. You then find your like terms and combine them. Okay, so x cubed is by itself. X squared minus 9x squared is negative 8x squared. Negative 12x minus 9x is negative 21x. And then we have the 108. So we end up with a cubic polynomial of 4 terms.